This is our second edition of this program, which happens every 2 weeks, where I invite two people to basically talk about what they've been working on within the world of real-time video AI. Today we have two people. We have Ocean Radio Station, or Victor, and Forkney, who is Alexander. Now, if you aren't joining from the Discord, come check it out. You can scan this QR code to join our Discord channel to learn a lot about stream diffusion and all of the other different video AI models that have been being developed within the real-time AI community. We have lots of resources. We talk a lot about various different tools that are being developed, such as Scope, and there's usually tutorials or workshops, and people are just, chatting. So yeah, on top of that, today's two speakers were part of the first iteration of the Daydream Interactive Video AI program. And this is a program that we ran during the holidays last year, and we had 30 participants. And we're running a second one. And this time we're focusing our energy on Daydream's new tool called Scope. Now, this tool is slightly different. It's not in Touch Designer, but however, you can still connect it to Touch Designer to generate really cool visuals. I personally have been working on it. If you want to check out what I've been doing, you can check out the community hub to see my progress, but it's really interesting stuff. I think that, if you're trying to get into more video AI generation that's real time and more like cohesive and less abstract or less like laggy or stuttery, the Daydream Interactive AI video program is a great place to start. Recruitment is starting right now, so if you're interested, you can leave. You can find the application in our Discord, or you can send me a message. And yeah, if you want to participate in speaking at these lounges, feel free to DM me or to leave a reaction to any of the announcement messages. I'll reach out to you and we can sort out a time for you to talk. For the first person who's coming up is Ocean Radio Station. For the last cohort, we spent 2 to 3 weeks working on a gesture-controlled visual using Stream Diffusion 2D. He also connected it to, I believe, Ableton, because he's also a musician, and he was able to generate some pretty cool videos. Yeah, so Victor?
Hello.
Hi, Victor. How's it going?
Welcome in my cave.
How are you doing
nice
today?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be. Thank you for invitation.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I remember helping you out a lot for the media pipe gesture controlling, which I thought was it's such a fun little rabbit hole to get into, because you end up having to just do so much logic, and I'm sure it probably drove you insane, but also I think once you are able to get it down, it really works well.
And it's still a work in progress, like
still work in progress.
In infinity ways how you can do it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And before we started this, you said you had a few topics that you wanted to talk about. But before we even get into that, do you want to share your screen and just give us a quick little rundown of what's going on here?
Okay.
I really like the UI that you made. I think it's really like clean and
it's inspired by your.
Thank you. I'm so glad. Yay.
Right side.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I like this. This is like a modular way to to combine the inputs. Yeah, so
Hmm.
like I like this visually to know which part do what. That's why it's built like that. Maybe it's not understandable for other people, but yeah, I can just talk briefly about it.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
please. How about you give us a top level? It's really well organized, so I would love to see, like
thank you.
how you're organizing it and, what all the tiny components are. And even if there's I don't know if your stream diffusion is running right now, but
I can
oh,
start it.
yeah, that would be
I
great.
can start it. Yeah, I can start it. It's gonna be more appealing. Let's do it in the real life.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool.
um, yeah, so it's like it starts like with the input. What is the input? Input is camera and the sounds, and sounds are coming from Ableton, which I don't launch actually because it's too much for the computer right now. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, but yeah, there's a camera inside. There is like a small network that adjusts the camera just like that,
Yeah.
and then the camera is processed through two nodes. One node is actually uh, it's where the audio reactivity is, because there is a channel mixer and it's reacting to sounds, and there
Okay.
is some noise, and I think the noise is very important because for stream diffusion you need noise as an input. That's why this screen on the here, it
Yeah.
looks like a dark person, you know.
Right.
And the easier is the video input, the output of the stream diffusion is better, I think. That's why there's some noise edges, like
Yeah.
edge level, and yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. And you said you
What
were
else?
connecting this to music. Is it the music you made yourself, or is it from like an audio file?
Uh, I'm actually building sample libraries, and yeah, I would like to go slowly into composing more of,
Mm-hmm.
like, to make a composition out of these samples. So so yeah, I'm using actually my libraries to like using these samples to manipulate them in real time. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm using this project to have visuals at the same time, and then I record it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a whole part, like just one project to do everything in one take. Like
Yeah.
you know, you have visual already,
Yeah.
and you can change it instantly, like with the controller. I change
Oh.
it. Uh-huh. And then when I have Ableton in background, but actually I was thinking,
Yeah.
because I'm getting used to I get used to use Ableton because it's like a digital audio workstation. So there is a lot of things you can do with the audio, but everything is possible to do also inside that Touch Designer. So I was thinking like maybe to combine all these things in Touch Designer, because there is a possibility like you can launch plugins, audio plugins inside Touch Designer. There
Really?
is just like there's just like chop VST, yeah,
Yeah.
VST in. Uh, I
And
don't
and
remember that. Like
what is a VST for the people who don't do audio?
I will show you.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
There is VST, and then it's like a
Yeah.
plugin that manipulates audio or synthesizer, virtual synthesizer. You can use it can be a audio processor or synthesizer, so you can have your audio input already in Touch Designer through VST.
Yeah.
Uh,
I see.
mm, and I have like some VSTs
Mm-hmm.
installed. There's like bunch of them, you know.
Wow. Wait, so it's
Like
like if you play a note, it like it changes it?
Yes, like it's like a like a hardware synthesizer you can have
Oh,
inside of your computer, but
whoa.
also you can use VSTs as a audio effects. So if
Yeah,
you have a external input, like if it's your instrument through a sound card or
yeah,
a sample launched from the Ableton, you can use this VST inside Touch Designer to manipulate audio. Also,
I
like
see.
you don't need Ableton actually.
Oh,
Like
wow. That's crazy. You can just make
also,
everything in Touch Designer.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And there's like let's say just a simple, like not every VST is working.
Yeah.
Okay. Like if I open it, long time no use, but
No worries.
okay, not every VST is working. It's just needs some adjustments
Yeah,
also.
yeah,
Like
totally. I mean, that's okay. Um,
yeah, oh maybe I would just launch this
yeah,
because it
try
is
this one.
working and show, and okay, I have it here. So you have a VST.
Oh, okay.
It's actually what I'm working actually with. It's Emergence. It's a plugin from Gurgly. The man is called Gurgly,
Uh-huh.
and 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 it's a granulator. So you see, you can like make particles out of your sound.
Right.
Um, and yeah, if you have just a simple audio file in, for example, yeah,
Yeah, classic.
and yeah,
Yeah.
and if I play it, aha, I need to also connect it, of course, and you see the audio is
Oh,
coming through, you know, and then
yeah.
you can go out with the audio and use it
Oh, and then
to
you can,
influence anything. Yeah,
yeah, I see. So all those knobs kind of like change all the sound too.
yeah, and you can like, and that's actually the biggest challenge to figure out which parameters will affect the knobs in the VSTs in the best way to play
Mm-hmm.
together with the visuals, and you know, like
Mm.
that's like all the complicated part.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And do you play any instruments yourself? Do you have you tried connecting? I believe you connected
Mm-hmm.
an instrument
Mm-hmm.
already for
Mm-hmm.
this visual.
Yeah,
How was doing
yeah.
that?
That is actually my main goal because I'm a cellist. Like 20 year, I play
20
cello.
years. Whoa.
Yes, yes, like all my life I'm with
Wow.
music,
Yeah.
and actually what I would like to do with this project the most is to like to don't think about the computer part, just
Hmm.
play cello or any other instrument. Like I was thinking more about guitar because guitar is like more accessible to everyone, so everyone could use it also who plays
Yeah.
guitar. So I wanted to adjust this network in the way like you played your instrument and just your movements, like when you move with your fingers or you just like bow or something like that to affect the visuals, like
Hmm.
to be able uh, to control both sound and visual part in an intuitive way, like as you do it
Yeah.
as a musician or as a performer or as
Yeah.
a dancer. Yeah, if you dance, yeah, it could be nice also to control all the parameters as a dancer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
So your goal is to kind of I guess automate you want all
Hmm.
your focus on the cello, but then but you still kind of want to, create those expressions that
Hmm.
a VJ would be able to do um,
Hmm.
without losing focus. Like for you,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. How
amazing.
many things it is possible to handle as one person? That's
Yeah,
the like mm, to figure out.
Yeah, and how is that? How is tackling that challenge been for you? How has working with Stream Diffusion been, and using MediaPipe to do gesture controls? Um, what have you sort of learned? Like, how's it been just trying to understand it all?
I think MediaPipe is a new thing for me because with the video summit I just discovered it, and
Yeah.
it's like a massive tool. You can do everything, but like you need to spend a lot of time to figure out which gestures you want to use, how to map them, how to limit them, how to do it to have the output um, for another part of the network. Yeah, and before I managed to we play a concert and it was
Yeah.
without media pipe, and
Yeah.
I just use stream diffusion in the simplest way to just use the camera on me, and it was visuals. So
Hmm.
it was actually nice. That was the simplest way to handle it.
Yeah.
Like you just have visuals and you play, and yeah, you have some knobs to change the audio, but it's like independent from the stream diffusion. That was the easiest way to actually use stream diffusion.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. I think
And
so.
could I see your visual a bit closer? Could I see the output. It's a little water droplet, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Could you, yeah, talk about, yeah, I would love to see like what the, I guess what kind of gestures you've been trying out, what controls what, and I see your face flashing from, whoa, there
Mm-hmm.
we go.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I like this organic textures.
What's happening here? Exactly.
It's like when I move my hands up, it
Yeah.
adds a noise.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the like how loud I talk now. But
Oh,
when there is a sound, then the noise appears, and then we have this wave.
yeah,
Yeah, and so the this movement is mapped, and this movement is mapped,
yeah.
and this movement is mapped like to the finger. Uh, um, 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 what else? And yeah, I have a controller to change the prompts and
Mm,
to launch the samples in Ableton at the same time.
yeah.
Uh, Also, let me close it maybe. So that's the output. It's a bit dark, but doesn't matter for now. Mm, mm, and yeah, I could change the style for a brighter thing.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Now it's the same prompt, but
Oh.
uh huh.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
what
Something like this.
what kind of prompts do you like to play around with? Like what makes
Uh huh.
you, which ones did you like and which ones didn't you like? What did you have any specific things that you were kind of leaning
Uh huh.
towards when you were making this stuff?
Uh, uh, as as all the project is about connecting things, I like the prompt interconnected. Like
Nice.
I use interconnected something. Yeah.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or, or this structural like topography or symmetry or nerves. I like these structures like the nerves and roots,
Mm-hmm.
and our brain cells have the same structure. So it's kind of like it's nice to blend them or just like switch between them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sometimes I take some picture that I like, and I let the AI describe it, and I take the
Oh.
parts that I like, and it,
Oh,
it
okay.
gives it gives really nice results also.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What kind
Uh-huh.
of what kind of pictures?
Actually, that was the friend I was playing the live with. he's also doing visuals, and
Yeah.
he was making visuals based on the nature recordings, then
Mhm.
edited with Arena, and then he sent me some screenshots, and then I used those screenshots to make some prompts in the list.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
I
So it
see.
was like a process, like uh, this thing, for example, was based
Oh, that looks.
on one of his pictures.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Damn.
So like
Oh,
this. No, this is a water. This, yeah, this one.
yeah. Well, that one's
Yeah.
trippy. It looks like a bunch of
Uh,
fingerprints.
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was also.
Cool.
Yeah.
And curious to know what kind of effects are sort of driving the visual. I like your face is flashing from time to time. Did you make something in particular uh to generate these visuals, like, or is it just like flashing? Like what's driving
Mm,
the color and stuff like that?
this is actually like now it's this one. So I
Mm-hmm.
changed to this one, and
Mm,
inside here, as I was talking,
mm-hmm.
is
Oh, it's just the
uh,
level. I see.
no, it's not. Let's start from the beginning.
Right, right,
Uh, there
right.
is a there is a face. Yeah,
Yeah,
there is a face, and at the same time, there's a ramp of noise,
yeah.
controlled like this. You see?
Oh,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
yeah.
And then it's combined, and then there's a level to like make it balanced, and then there is a feedback, like
Oh, yeah.
this thing, and I can reset it, like
Mm-hmm.
with a pinch.
Oh,
Then
okay.
then it gives some additional, like here, some additional uh, input for the stream, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe on a different. Oh, now you see, like, so it's like uh, something, and then yeah, there's a feedback loop to get it, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
um, and then there is a channel mixer.
yeah,
mm, and that depends on the sound. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
maybe. Yeah, it appears because it's 2-0, it goes to 0, so that's why it's black, this node is black.
Ah,
And then there is a level, and then also there is a
yeah,
noise network on my face,
yeah.
like to edges, and then there is a noise added to the edges, and I think that's the very important part. This thing is very important for the stream diffusion.
Really? Tell me
Yeah,
more. How come?
like if you add a noise to the
Yeah.
edges, noise,
Oh,
there is edges for the video in,
yeah,
then you can just balance it with level, or make it stronger, or less, more or
yeah,
less. And then you need to add noise
yeah.
and constant for the resolution, and then combine it with
Mm,
darker color.
mm.
uh and
And then
then
that
and
helps.
yeah, and then combined together, then we have this feedback, which is working only when the sound is on.
Right.
So the blur, you see.
There we go. Yeah.
When you are talking, it works now. Now you are driving the
Oh,
visual.
I see. That's awesome. Wait.
Yeah, exactly. So
Wow,
you
that's
are
so
the input.
cool. Whoa, I didn't realize I was the input. Oh,
Uh-huh.
wow.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Okay.
And wow. So
And then Luma
sounds
noise.
like
Yeah.
you have a lot going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious on, like, I think that something that's cool about Media Pipe is that you end up making things that only you know how to control, right? Like if you were to hand this off to someone else, maybe you'd have to teach them But
Mhm.
I'm really curious on like how many how like as a performer, right? Like how many things are you actually controlling at once? Um, like what parts of your, you know, you want it to feel natural, right? You don't want to focus on you thinking about, oh, I'm like raising my hand or something like that,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
whatnot, right? But like what parts of your body, and like what type of noise, like what kind of type of music can, do you think actually is the most important when you're performing that like can affect an output?
Mm. You know, I've been raised as a classical musician, but
Mm-hmm.
I went out I don't I don't like to play it. It's nice from time to time, but then I switched to improvisation. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like you can do whatever,
Yeah.
uh, and and it's like sometimes it's noisy, sometimes it's organic. Like I like the roughness of the sound, like the strings, the pizzicato, and also the like the two things in sound I'm focused the most is performance on the instrument, like on the raw instrument,
Mm-hmm.
but also I like sounds of nature,
Mm-hmm.
samples of nature, and also I like really granular things like in this plugin. So
Mm.
like I'm balancing all of these things to have these soundscapes, like
Yeah,
mostly, but it's also nice to add some rhythm to it. So rhythm is also, you know, it's moving the body, so then you can dance or
yeah,
something. Like there's a lot of things going on. It's hard to combine it all together if I'm not focused. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
no,
Totally.
you
Oh,
know.
and
We can yeah, I can show
oh, yeah, please.
the media pipe.
Yeah.
So
Tell me about this because we I remember we worked on this a bit.
yes, and I would like to continue that thing we've been doing. Like you designed the logic
Mm-hmm.
to have these pumping hands,
Mm-hmm.
and that's cool because now it's independent. I haven't included in the final project, but I'm working on another one where I included it, and now I like tweaking it now.
Yeah.
So, but in this project, it was like there's a media pipe, yeah, and then there's a hand tracking. It's um, actually all of the outputs are
Mm-hmm.
combined, merged,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is a little hold and lag to keep it.
Yeah.
If the media pipe lose the tracking,
Yeah.
so I have and now it holds, and when it loses it holds, you know, all the inputs,
Yeah.
and then there are like every line is one finger, like middle finger, pinch, or the gesture, pinch,
Mm.
fist, wrist, and these are like placeholders. And two, and here is any index finger, and this is actually controlling something,
Mm.
and the pumping hands, that's the part.
Yeah.
So we have this
Oh,
crazy logic,
yeah.
this crazy logic.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the new project actually. When I used also your part, so this is
Yeah.
actually the same, this is the same as this, but with your logic also.
Mm. To
uh,
detect which hand comes first.
yes,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah.
Um, so here we have this left side and the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's showing left side and the right side, and like with audio, left is black or white, and right is always red.
Mm.
To Because it's really hard to remember if it's not color coded.
Yeah.
uh, and then there's inputs like X, I think X,
Mm-hmm.
this this horizontal
Yeah.
movement, and it's combined with your logic in here, and
Mm-hmm.
then as output we have independent, yeah, like
Yeah.
independent left and right, and it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the issue is here that the first hand is always left. The
Yeah.
first shown hand is always left if
Yeah.
it's left or
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That's a hard thing.
But it's independent, and
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might be useful to use as a MIDI to control something in Ableton or in VST. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Of
Do you
course.
have any socials that you want to plug, or where can we find more of your work?
Everything is under Ocean Radio Station name on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Instagram I have a link tree in a
Yeah.
bio, and there are all the links also to the Daydream hub and the
Cool.
project.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Victor.
Of course.
I hope you come on again and when you have more updates with your project.
Of
But
course.
thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right. Bye. Okay. Amazing. So that was Victor, um, crazy musician. Um, but who we have next up is Alexander, or also known as Forkney, who was working on stream diffusion improvements. He spent the cohort basically trying to improve the stability and the FPS of the local stream diffusion. And yeah, his results are pretty compelling. Hi, Alex.
Hi, hi everyone.
um,
Thank you, Victor, for your presentation. That was cool. Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that because you've been working pretty closely with a lot of this creative tech stuff, right? Your background has been um, pretty heavily involved in like interactive installations and like AI, right?
Right.
Can-
Yeah, sure, sure. So like last 3 years I worked in New York Museum Inter
Mhm.
and I was kind of head of technology there. And so yes, I have to kind of work with all this bleeding edge stuff and some at some point just invent things that wasn't invented before.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm kind of fond of trying the new stuff and trying to push it to the limits.
yeah,
Kind of. That's
and
the thing.
and what do you have with for us here? Does this have anything to do with your work
Yes,
here?
correct. So, like, basically, yesterday,
Yeah.
literally yesterday, I got this thing working So, like, okay, I will share two videos so you kind of understand what's going on.
Mhm.
So I'm using as an input, I'm using Kinect, like it's Orbic basically, because it allows you to use actual depth map.
Mhm.
And so this depth map you can plug into ControlNet. So everything is working like running locally. So I've kind of rewrote the whole component from like dot singlet from Lyle.
Mhm.
And so I added different acceleration options. So like it's not TensorRT, it's not Xformers, it's Torch Compile.
Yeah.
And that allowed me to actually add not only ControlNet, but as well as Stream V2V.
Okay.
And Stream V2V is basically its algorithm to cache subsequential frames and to kind of gather features from these frames and inject it in the future frames. So it makes automatically makes Stream Diffusion kind of aware of what was in the past, because kind of the main problem of Stream Diffusion basically is just generating frames by frame, and they not coherent because they doesn't know what was before. So
Right.
they can every time they can generate it from scratch, and that's why we have all these jittery things, jittery effects, and like not temporal, not non-coherence basically. And V2V is the algorithm which is actually like mitigating this thing. And
Mm.
so yeah, and this kind of one part. Like second part is the speed. So like this is kind of just kind of pure diffusion, and then I will show you like two side by side kind of comparison with like real Kinect, or like I mean like real Kinect, what it looks and like how it diffuse, so you can see the speed and like delay basically.
Yeah.
So this is the first one, right?
Hmm. Oh,
You know,
yeah. Little mushroom man.
yeah, and so like this is kind of side by side.
Right. Okay. Whoa.
So yeah, and kind of the main thing that it's running like true 60 FPS. That's the thing. So like it's not limited by anything, and so kind of it's 60 FPS going in
Yeah.
and 60 FPS going out. So
Wow.
it's kind of 60 diffused frames in real time on 5090. So that's kind of the point. So
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, but then also that's kind of working with control net at the same time and V2V at the same time. So like everything is running like in a one pack.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can see that like its temporal coherence is great and like it's not jittery at all and kind of it's super responsive. So like right.
Smooth.
Yeah, and it's smooth because we interpolate between frames and kind of inject these features from previous frames, and you can also adjust controls in real time, so that's kind of adjustable,
Mm-hmm.
and so you can kind of adjust how much you want to control net to contribute, and that's basically kind of how many kind of features from your face. For example, here you can see like the mouth, the shape of the head, right? Like
Yeah.
how much features you actually bring into diffusion. So if you kind of disable it completely, so it will generate it pretty randomly, but like it doesn't affect kind of doesn't affect performance at all. So even if you crank it up on the 1 and 5, it will run the same 60 FPS. That's the thing.
Mm.
Because everything is compiled at the beginning. So like it doesn't matter like how much parameters you use. You
Mm.
know. So yeah, that's the main kind of thing, and also I understand totally that it's kind of okay. It's SD turbo based on 1.5 stable diffusion, and I have to try it with SDXL turbo, and probably realistic images would be better.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it will kind of punch performance, but I'm not sure. But like what will definitely kind of contribute to performance in a bad way is a number of steps, like time steps. So here is one time step only,
Mm-hmm.
and probably you need three. But like technically, I tested it with three, and you will get like 45 FPS out of it. So like as long as for me like for my experience like as long as it like over 30 it's fine, so like it could work for kind of real time or nearly real time installation,
Yeah.
so that should be fine. And the thing is like the more steps you add, like the more kind of quality you get out of it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so like this is kind of one step on 6 time steps. That's really low, you know. So yes, so that's kind of thing I was working on, I guess, last half of the year, I would say, you know, every day.
Year. This is half a
Ev-
year of work.
Huh?
This is like half a year of work.
Mhm.
Wow.
Exactly. Yes, it's like it's not one day. It's like it's a long, tedious work. So like it's
Yeah.
it involved kind of exploration, what actual acceleration techniques out there.
Yeah.
So because like starting point was actually we have TensorRT that's super great. That's also fast. So like TensorRT works at 60 as well
Mm.
on this setup. But the thing is like it's kind of I can use V2V, so it's unavailable to kind of inject temporal coherence
Mm.
and preserve it in a way because it's kind of compiled in a closed engine, and this engine kind of it's static. So like the main problem is actually this static shapes, which you have to kind of figure out how to overcome. And like that's also the same thing with Torch compile. You have to overcome these static shapes. So I had to kind of rewrite V2 string V2V to get it out of the main loop. So because in original code, it's inside the main loop. And when you change parameters, you break the shapes, basically. You change the shapes.
Yeah.
And it's impossible. So it doesn't work. It breaks. And so, yes, I have to figure out how to take it out. And like, yeah, it finally worked. So yeah, it was pretty hard actually. And also I have to, as well, I had to kind of optimize the component itself. So because there was a lot of parts which just drowning the component down anyways. So for example, like OSC and all these tables which recompiles and recreates every frame, which is really kind of hits the performance. So I had to kind of put it into a separate engine and just isolate the process from the real touch designer process. And then I had to kind of rewrite the full how textures transferred from Python AI generation process to touch designer. So it's not kind of involving CPU as well. So I just using zero copy kind of GPU to GPU because it's basically just given the pointer, and I'm using kind of there is a kind of pipeline like IPS. IPS is like inter-process communication. IPC, IPC, and it's kind of written on CUDA, and it's allow you to kind of share like the one object which is in the VRAM, and you share it between the two processes, and it doesn't copy. It just take the same object from the same place, so the object will still there, and it's super fast. So it's fast. It's 0.04 milliseconds. So it's nothing. Basically, it's basically nothing.
And
so,
is this 512 resolution or 1020?
Yes, so this one is 512 resolution for sure. So like when you crank up resolution, you also hit the performance, and so but technically you can I tried like increase resolution for kind of 870 by I think 512. This is the 107 ratio suitable for. So yeah, that's fine. That works. So like, but you will get it under 30 anyway. So that's the cool part. So that's you can get it, and I think you can get it with the free steps as well. So it's fine. Like as long as it's more than 30, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Did you have any other visuals with it?
Yeah, I have like my previous visuals with actually 3 steps. So yes, this is the 3 steps basically.
Oh wow!
But you see,
it's so smooth. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so that's the thing, and this one as well. Yeah, that's kind of variation of it, but doesn't matter. So like the input is basically phase, right? And here I also you can see I've taken the depth map actually because I'm not using like actual depth map because it's just a texture. Yeah. So I'm just using black and white kind of black and white texture. So it's not really phase. Like the volume of the phase is not correct. But I guess if you just can fake it in a way that it resembles the actual depth, it will be fine. But anyways, it kind of it takes somehow. It's kind of you can see the volume. But I guess the main thing, like what is the actual quality out of it, right? So like this is 3 steps.
Yeah.
So it's
nice.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's super smooth. That's the thing, and it's smooth and coherent. And you see like the things just transferred perfectly. So
Do you plan on so now that this is done, do you have any plans on like collaborating this with anyone or like
my plan is to sell it.
I saw it. Okay, okay.
I really want to pack it as a product, so like because it's a unique kind of thing. Like nobody, as far as I know, did the same thing. I mean, like people do that, but like on this speed, on this quality, and like as a ready-made solution. So basically, it's a ready product for museums, for interactive kind of spaces,
Nice.
or even for concerts. Like it's not limited to the just the space because it's running fine. So it's just one server. You can bring it on stage on site and just take the kind of what you basically. And I did that before on the concert. So you're just taking the real life feed from the camera and just extracting the silhouette from it. So as long as you can fake the depth, so it will resemble depth, and you can find.
Could you talk more about faking the depth? I'm curious. What do you mean by that?
I mean, so the thing is, like you can. So, for example, like for edge control net, you can use just edge top, and it would be basically the same, right?
Oh.
But for the depth, you need. This is something that I need to develop. So it's not developed yet. So it's kind of how I see it in the future. So that's also for the situations when you don't have ability to install Kinect within the kind of the object.
Yeah.
And so you can't get the real-time depth. And also there is a solution for sure. There is a monocular depth estimation algorithm, so it's working.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is it kind of requires another GPU basically because it's also heavy.
Yeah.
And the downside is not a little, it's flickering. So because it's guessing the depth from just raw texture. And so at some point it will miss. And when it misses, it just starts, flashing white. Yes, and like you have nothing. Yeah. So I guess that's not the way you have to go. So I guess what you have to do in that way, you need to somehow take the gradients basically. So what you need to calculate gradients from the texture, and based on these gradients, you can understand, okay, this is like foreground, this is middle, and this is background, and it's going there, and just apply kind of black and white texture, kind of, gradients. And so then just check with the actual input, because you can have a Kinect, you have actual depth map, and you see like how you can fake it. And if it's close enough, it will be fine. Because like for control net, that's the thing. So it trained on the actual depth maps. Yeah. So it needs to take actual or somehow looks like actual depth map. It will work kind of correctly. You see, so that. As long as it kind of resembles, it will work. Because you can see it worked even with just a black and white image. It doesn't actually matter for them. For the model, yeah, it doesn't matter.
And have you considered like I guess like generating a depth map requires another GPU, but have you ever looked into I guess like server-sided depth map generations that
I mean that's also possible, as long as the kind of you can run it on one machine. Like it's ideal situation, right? But anyways, for if you go live or like for some installations, probably will require you to use another GPU anyways, just for upscaling in real time, because this is anyways like 512 by 512.
Yeah,
and you have to upscale it at least twice. To get like HD or even H4K. So if you try to upscale it on the same machine, even in different process, it will hit your performance anyways, unfortunately. But I will try it on 5090 actually, because before I was trying on 4090. And I had to recently I just got 5090 from Friendly Studio, thanks them. Mm-hmm. And that it's a real beast. So comparing 4090 to 5090 side by side, kind of 5090 just twice as fast.
Yeah.
It's just twice as fast. So, for example, 4090 can't do through 60, so I have to turn on this. There is a filter which is kind of compares every 2 frames.
Yeah.
And like if it's kind of close enough, it's like similar enough, one of them just get discarded. So basically, if you try to run it on the 4090, you basically run it on input is 30 anyways. Because of that, because like half of the frames I got discarded. But here it can you can just disable it and it will work. So I was like, oh my god, really? So yeah, that's the point. So I can adjust. I just adjusted that that way that it actually discards almost similar frames, which is kind of close to 1 because they kind of calculated like on MSE, it's like mean square root of two images. And,
Yeah.
and you can adjust it. The thing is, like I rewrote the component so you can get out the meaningful data actually. So I mean, you can enable some environmental variables, and you can actually see how similar these frames are, and like how much getting discarded. And yeah, so like that's actually a good thing about it, because before you have these sliders, right, and you kind of understand that, well, that should somehow work.
Yeah.
That should work, but you don't actually know how they work and what the algorithm doing actually. Yeah. But this is my kind of sort of advice to actually log everything, like benchmark everything, and like don't believe that it should work until you really know that it works and how. And because I found so many errors there, so like and issues and things that actually didn't work but pretend to be working, and you never know until you actually benchmark it.
Yeah.
And after that, and the thing is, yes, after I started doing that, I just you can make meaningful adjustments, not just adjustments because okay, I can try this out, maybe it will work. No, I try this out because I certainly know like these frames are kind of 0, 9, 9, 8, 7, but like most of the frames are kind of 0, 9, 9, 8, 6. Yeah. So like if I kind of cut it on 6, it will cut like 50% of frames. But if I get it up on 0, 9, 9, 8, 7, I will get 30% of frames, which is a big difference, right? Yeah. But you make it meaningful, and this is a core kind of thing to actually developing, and which has really helped me to develop this thing. And because also there is a kind of, I guess why nobody came out with the idea to use torch compile before, because it's not new. It's a long time, and it's official PyTorch kind of compilator, and it works. But the problem with that, like, it's a really sparse information about like how to actually use it and like how it actually works. So
right. You can't really understand.
Yeah, so I had to go into the weeds of how it actually works. Then I had to understand, like, okay, we have official documentation is free web pages. That's it. Like, it's not really much there. So. And there is other kind of resources I used is either Medium, just articles, or I have this great document which is the torch compile the missing manual. So like, so basically people can understand there's not a lot of information out there, and they kind of gathered all the sparse information about that in one document, and it's just there as a doc file. So, and you have to read it, and you have to understand, okay, you have to enable all outputs. And the great part, I found out at some point, there is a special tracer which allow you to kind of collect the log, and then if you run it from the script, it will present it in a meaningful way, so you can surely know where the break is, why it breaking, like what function breaks, and so on. Because the difference is what it actually does, like what torch compile does. It basically takes your Python code so the actual Python code, how it's kind of presented. And you basically, at some point, you just, inside this code, you mark it with decorators. Okay, so like from here to here, I need this code to be compiled. And compiled, it's used JIT, so like it's just-in-time compiler. And it go through this code line by line, literally, and trying to find like operations which kind of could be parallelized and like create kernels, so-called. And like it creates tensor kernels and save it on disk. And then it just run it. And so basically we have like different transformation kind of operations, but they could be merged in one. And it kind of understand which part could merge it, test it out, like it tested out in real time. That's why the compilation time is really long. So like compilation time is from 20 minutes to 1 hour, you know. So, but it's kind of first time compilation. After it's kind of faster because it use cache, like it's record everything in the cache, and like next time it will be faster. But anyways, like you have to wait. It's another part why it took so long. So you have to wait for an hour to then get some error at the very end, and like, oh my god, okay, we need to start again.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's a long. It's kind of another part.
Yeah.
But with the tracer actually helped, because before I tried to do it without tracer, and it's really hard. So you have like long log with errors, and you have no idea what it does, what it means, and also the kind of formatting is that. So you have kind of log, and the error is scattered across the right side of the same CMD, and like you have to extract it from, so it's kind of what? Okay.
Sounds messy.
Yeah, kind of. So, but yeah, it worked at some point. So yes, that's a great thing. But after it after you figure out all the code, so you have to disable, for example, it doesn't allow prints to be in the code, so you have to either guard the prints with special guards or just remove it. Otherwise, it won't be compatible. Like it would be compilable, and it will just make a break. And if you make a graph break, it basically hits the performance right away. So you can even so at some point I was getting like 10 FPS out of compiled compiled unit. So yeah, there's a lot of work to understand how you need to transform your own code into the way that it could be compilable. So that was the main challenge with V2V, because of this kind of changing shapes of the tensors.
Yeah.
But like I figure out, okay, we can, and like, yeah, at some point, like nobody talks about this, but in this missing manual, I found, or it was some, no, it was not missing manual. It was some talk on YouTube, actually. Yeah. So like there is I think 4 or 5 YouTube talks, like 1 hour, but you have to listen to them, because like somewhere in the middle, the guy said, oh, you know, if you have like changing values. So for example, this is our parameters basically, right?
Yeah.
And you want to these parameters to be compilable and changed in real time, you have to compile it as a tensor, right? So if you make them tensor, and it will compile all the range of the possible parameters of, like, you know, so this would be tensor of kind of fixed shape, because the shape would be the range, the length of this array. So this is the thing, and it was kind of somewhere in the middle on the like 40 minutes of the nerdy talk about you know, so like, oh, that's what I need actually. Like, and there's no information out there. There's nothing in documentation, nothing. Like you can find it somewhere. It's just some knowledge, you know?
Right. And you found it like on coincidence too.
Right, exactly. I was like listening to it, going to shop, like, oh, that's a thing. I need to try it out.
Nice. Oh.
So yeah, that was funny, really.
Yeah. But you did it. You did it.
Yeah, somehow,
Congratulations.
So for sure, I need to add like as the Excel Turbo support. I didn't test it because like it's different architecture. It has like the right code, but yeah, most part is kind of working. So
yeah. And before we end off, then
Mhm.
I'm really curious if you're, with all of this stuff, like, are you open to collaboration? And
Yeah, I
like,
mean, sure.
where could people find you if they wanted to work with you? And
Sure. So like the main link is like Forkney as my nick on Instagram. So it's kind of the great way to collab and to just shoot me a message and find me there.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
do you have
hmm
maybe like a GitHub or
GitHub, yeah, it's also Forkney. That's super easy. That's super easy.
amazing. All right.
Right. Right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
I
you.
can come
Thank you.
back again and talk more about your development. I feel like this is like a huge achievement to get 60 FPS on Stream Diffusion, like super crazy.
Thank you
But
so much. Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
thanks so much for sharing. Bye, Alex.
Okay. Bye.
Right, thanks guys for watching. And yeah, if you're curious on searching either of those two up, both of them are going to be on our community hub under Ocean. Ooh, let me double check so I don't get these two wrong. Ocean Radio Station and also Forkney. And yeah, if you want to come up and present, please DM me on Discord or react to any of the announcement messages. I'll send you a message. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.